How do you... Donald Trump's son is...
What the fuck?
Getting a divorce. Have you heard about this?
Yes, I did. White culture seeped over into my social media feeds this week, and I heard about this.
So, Donald Trump Jr., who looks like...
Yep, he does.
A grape nut.
He looks like a naked mole rat.
Yes.
He looks exactly like that nigga from Kim Possible. He looks like he lives underground.
Wow, accurate.
He does.
Moment.
He looks like he's lacking a lot of vitamin D.
Donald Trump Jr., his wife recently hired a criminal attorney and is filing for divorce amid rumors that the baby Don had an affair with none other than Aubrey O'Day.
That is so
from
random.
Danity Kane.
That is so random.
And it was so random at the time that I don't know. A lot of times these days with some of these rumors, I am just kind of like, give me more. Like before I just jump into, I don't like to be the person who immediately jumps into believing things, especially when they just seem to come out of nowhere.
Okay.
So I'm just like, Aubrey O'Day and Don, like, where is this coming from? Arsenio Hall.
Okay.
Like, how, this is the most, okay.
All right.
When I heard about this, I was like, does any of this tie together? And then I remembered that they did Celebrity Apprentice together.
Oh, right.
And that's when it all made sense.
Oh.
So he retweeted the headline that says Aubrey O'Day recorded 2 songs about Donald Trump Jr. affair, which the biggest shocker in this is that Aubrey O'Day is still recording songs.
Yeah, it is.
Arsenio said, the year Clay Aiken and I were on Celebrity Apprentice garnered great reality TV for NBC, but we both used to say that the greater show was going on behind the scenes.
Oh, shit.
Which I guess is like a shady, messy way of saying, I knew it.
Right. This must have been one of those very open secrets that probably everybody on set knew about. And just, it never became a thing. But wasn't all this in 2012?
Yeah, this was a long time
How was
ago.
it even getting? So she just now decided to divorce him?
I don't know.
6 years later?
I don't know.
That's so random.
I don't know what's going on. It can't possibly be just this. Maybe this is like, maybe she knew about it already. And now that she's leaving the motherfucker, she's like, oh, you thought I forgot about the Pussycat Doll or Dream or whichever one of them bitches.
Whoever the fuck she was. Let me go and leak this real quick. I mean, the family is doing bad. The name of the face just every day with something new.
And I'll take it.
Me too, also.
Man.
It's never too much until they are out of office.
Fall is what
out
I
of
want
the
to
fucking
hell.
White House. Yes, all of you can crumble. Maybe. No, I'm not going to give her that much.
Which Chanel bag did Aubrey want?
I don't know what that is, but I know niggas was going through looking at they old tweets together, and Aubrey had posted some picture of some nasty man's feet on top of hers, talking about he helping keep the bunions away or something. And I was just like, ugh. I know y'all wasn't really like, oh, girl. I don't understand how she was attracted to Donald Trump Jr. Aubrey O'Day has never been that ugly in her life.
Well, not at the time.
She was not right. No, she looks a lot more plastic now. But back then,
botched.
She looked like a regular pretty white girl. Yeah. So I don't understand how she ever, it must have been the name. It must have been the allure.
It had to have just been like the name and the money. Absolutely. I'm just thinking like,
she
what
thought it
was
would be
your
prestigious. Had
rent?
to be.
Did he promise you like
that's so gross.
a loft in Malibu or like what? Because I'm sure like the motherfucker was like, I can snap my fingers and put you in a seaside, condo or something. Man. And she was like, sure.
She okay, I can do that.
I can't think of any other reason.
No, that has to be it.
Disgusting.
Right. She has to feel so shamed. I don't know if she has gotten on social media since. Well, I thought the songs were old, but maybe they're not. I don't listen to her music. What's that group she has now with the other girl? It's not a group. It's a duo.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
White
well,
girls.
Something. Yeah, I don't listen. So I don't listen to it. You don't either. So I don't know.
Dumb blonde.
Dumb blonde.
Dumb blonde. I knew it was something.
There
like
you go.
White. It is.
You do. I mean, and sis, you looking like one dumbass blonde. Just
hello.
God damn,
apropos.
Girl. I just don't understand how you got caught up with somebody that fucking ugly, but shit happens.
Just ugh.
She must be so like ashamed, especially because now the Trump name is so much worse.
Right.
In 2012, he was just an obnoxious reality star, but now it's like, girl, we all know how fucking evil he is, right? And you used to fuck his son, who is just as bad. Like, Donald Trump Jr. is not a kind person, not a good-hearted person in the least. So she just must feel real sick right now.
Speaking of old dick, Vivica Fox is writing a self-help book.
No, because this story I'm forced to agree with 50 Cent. So I don't like it already. Your face.
Vivica Fox is writing a self-help book. The title, Every Day I'm Hustling.
Father God. Father God.
In the book, Vivica discusses her relationship with 50 Cent again. They were in a relationship in 2003.
My God. This was before like social media was super popping like that. This is before social media was an everyday thing.
Like kids in high school are like 50 Cent and Vivica Fox.
Right. Wait, Vivica who? My auntie watched some movies with her, I think.
Oh yeah, she was
in Soul Food.
Right. Oh wait. Independence Day.
Oh, yeah, she was. And they might know two could play that game. And they might
maybe set it off.
They might. Ooh. See, I feel like the earlier you get in the 90s, the less likely these kids are to know what the fuck you talking about.
I mean, but there's still so many set it off references and memes.
It's true.
But mostly for Queen Latifah. So.
Well, yeah, because we just was so ready for her to embrace her dykiness. And that was just so good.
So authentic.
It feel like everybody watched it like, this is Queen Latifah in her true form.
Right.
In this wife beater.
Absolutely. It was so natural.
Feeling on this girl's thighs.
The first thing I know.
Oh, Vivica, why are we still talking about this dick from 2003?
She said that they had an amazing chemistry.
Gross.
But he was more focused on his career than on sex. In the book, this is allegedly an excerpt. She says, most of the time I would be the one initiating sex because I really... 50 Cent was stacking. Like, let me tell you something. Like, I understand, sweetheart. I would have been initiating it too, especially in 2003. Mm. And he was always on the radio and he was popping in G-Unit. Everybody's wearing them ridiculous ass wife beaters with the different color strap. You remember them shit that look like training bras? Ooh, if you had like pecs, ugh. Them wife beaters used to go off.
But 50 Cent has always given me them vibes of like, this is the nigga I fuck with who don't really read that good. He just...
Great.
He doesn't read anything at all ever. And like, he's just fine. Or not even fine. He just has that body. And so I sleep with him. Like, that has always been the vibe I got from 50 Cent. Like, not anybody that you would still be caught up on 15 years later.
Most of the time I would be the one initiating sex because I really enjoyed making love with him. She describes their sessions as PG-13, but cherished and special. Even though last year, I believe there was discussion about, did she say something about he liked fingers in his butt or she used to eat his butt?
Yeah. Oh yeah, she did say she used to eat his
something
ass.
with his butt.
But nothing about sex is PG-13.
Right. Okay, I thought that was crazy. I was like, how is sex
relations
PG-13?
No, having... What? Intercourse is not PG-13, girl.
Like it's just, I thought it was me.
Porn is like X, girl. What?
Apparently, she also writes that 50 was planning to propose to her back in 2003. They were in Monaco or some shit for the World Music Awards, where he won, I think, the most awards that night or something. But then he decided not to propose to her because he felt like she hogged the spotlight by signing on as the show's host.
Really?
She also wrote some weird shit about Quentin. Well, not weird, but she wrote that Quentin Tarantino cussed everybody, her and the other leading ladies of Kill Bill out on the set, and that Uma Thurman told her she lost her temper. And Uma Thurman told her, learn to attack intelligently because he's got the power to fire you.
Which I feel like she should have known anyway. Like, that sounds like common sense.
Yeah, Vivica has been working for a minute when Kill Bill came out.
So...
I can understand being like, who is this white man yelling? I don't care how many Pulp Fictions you made.
Right.
I mean, I get it. But...
Right, you're not just going to be yelling at me, but also Quentin Tarantino is like a white man, very powerful white man in Hollywood, so he actually is going to be yelling at you if he wants to, because white, powerful men in Hollywood can do whatever they want to.
It's fact.
Right, it takes a lot to take them down. So I'm still stuck on why, Vivica, you have to understand, you sound so tired. You sound so...
Here's what 50 Cent said.
Incapable of moving forward with your life right now.
And the girls will be like, oh, you must have had some bomb dick, or you must be like this. Like, look, first of all, not after 14 years. No, not after 14 years. Okay? Because if a nigga showed up talking about you had some bomb-ass pussy after 14 years, 14 years? You be done called the police on the nigga. Called your brothers and told your brothers to jump the nigga. Told your man, go on downstairs, get the he downstairs. I don't know what he's doing down there. All of this shit for no reason. You'd have been into all of this crazy shit, but the girls act like it ain't nothing when they do some shit like that. But if a guy do something like that, come on, you know what time it is. You were looking like something wrong with him, right? After 14 years?
Like I said,
I can't disagree.
It has been so long, Vivica. How are you still talking about this? You cannot
she's
still be stuck on that
trying
dick.
to sell a book. And much like the Quentin Tarantino story and probably some other shit that's in there, she's going to probably talk about seeing Queen Latifah eat pussy on the set and set it off. Like, who knows?
Oh,
like,
she better not.
That's what they do. Like, and I feel like a lot of publishers, agents, people probably encourage them to like put stuff like that in there to sell the book. A lot of celebrities that release books, self-help and otherwise, do this exact same thing because it garners publicity. And they was just arguing with each other last year, so she don't give a fuck about him not liking it. I'm sure he was aggravated because I'm pretty sure that 50 Cent is in a relationship with his youngest child's mama.
Oh, really?
So
he's sticking with this one. That's nice.
I think.
That's great.
I don't know.
That is so great.
So she's probably like, why is this old bitch still talking?
We are all wondering that same thing. Why is this old bitch still talking about this? You can talk about 50 Cent old dick all you want to, but you better leave Queen Latifah and her strap the fuck out of it. I know that. That's what you ought to do.